Right out of the gate, this is one of those courtroom moments where you can feel something is about to go sideways. When a defendant starts signaling they want to take control of the narrative, judges get cautious because control in a courtroom is everything. And trust me, when someone thinks they can out-talk the system, it rarely ends the way they expect.
Case number 24CR41874, the State of Ohio versus Marcy Bauer. Ms. Bauer, when we spoke last, you had indicated that you were going to retain counsel. It's my understanding you have not done that. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Do you not have the funds to hire an attorney?
I chose not to, yes. My son is going to grad school, and I don't...
Okay, this is huge. Wanting to waive your right to an attorney is not a small move. In criminal court, that's protected under the Sixth Amendment. But judges are required to make sure the defendant understands exactly what they're giving up. Because once you go pro se, meaning you represent yourself, there's no oops button. Do you think most people truly grasp how risky this is? Let me know below.
He would have to pay the attorney, and then I would have to pay him back, which, till I get out of here, I don't know if I will still have a job and can afford to pay him back. So I'd rather do this on my own, and he can have his money for grad school.
All right. So do you want me to appoint you counsel then?
I put in a few messages about that, but if that's going to take another week or so, I'd rather just kind of discuss what's going on.
Well, I can't really discuss what's going on until we sort out this counsel issue, because you have a right to counsel, and if you don't want to proceed with counsel, then you have to make a waiver of counsel.
Right.
And it has to be done knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily.
Yes.
And at this point in time, so you really need to make that decision first before we go any further.
Well, I'd like to waive, because I just like to try to get on with my life and figure out everything. Please.
All right, Mr. Logs is going to hand you a form. It is a waiver of counsel form that you
There we go.
Sign where it's marked defendant.
Thank you.
20 more days, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Bauer, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Did you read this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you believe you understand what it says?
I do.
Bring up a very valuable right.
I understand that.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to waive your right to counsel?
No, they haven't.
Are you under the influence today of any drugs or alcohol?
No, I am not.
All right, the court's going to make a finding then that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your right to counsel, and I will accept that. Now, as for the allegations of the violation of your probation, do you want to have a hearing, or do you admit to the violation?
I don't want to go any further than today, so I would like to admit with explanation.
What is your explanation?
Now listen closely here. When defendants speak directly to the court, especially without counsel, they often believe emotion equals persuasion. But judges don't rule on vibes. They rule on law, record, and procedure. If what she's saying isn't legally relevant, it won't move the needle. And you can already sense the court's patience being tested.
Oh, first of all, this has just been a long process, and I have wanted help the whole time. My son is very aware that he knows when I'm drinking and when I'm not. He knows I've been doing everything that I've wanted to do to get better, and I have done everything. I quit a job that was my dream job to try to make things work and get out of a worse atmosphere. I was driving here for probation meetings for 5 hours away at 2 a.m. to get here on time and on my only days off, and going back to work, and I quit that job. I have since gotten 2 other jobs that were $70,000 a year. The first one I lost because after 30 days they did a background check and found out about all this. I quickly got another one and was on the way there from going to probation to fill out all my paperwork, so I have no idea if I have that job or not. I also got on Medicaid in 4 days. I moved back here for this as well, and to take care of my father, because I was in Florida with my own radio show. I came back here, and I was working and got another charge in Indiana, and the very first call I made was to Officer to work. I have kept in constant communication of our entire relationship. There are thousands, probably I'm exaggerating, but probably 100 at least emails proving of my contact, which I know he's extremely busy. I'm not his only priority, but I never get return answers. And I have tried everything I've done. I got unmedicated 4 days so I could pay for the $10,000 IOP that I had to take care of, which I got on immediately. And I graduated from the day before I was arrested this time. And early, I didn't ask to get out early. I didn't even know when it was going to end. So I was going in the mornings, doing that, and then going straight to work and working till midnight. And I have not had a decent night's sleep the entire time due to Soberlink, because I have to set an alarm to wake up, and sometimes it doesn't even wake me up. My health has been an issue. Everyone, I think, knows that. And I have gotten, since I was on Medicaid, I've gotten primary care. I got back on my mental health meds. I was starting this day after I got arrested. I was to have my first individual therapy session to continue with the IOP, which they told me I was ready to go, which I said and I even stayed an extra week. He said, you can go this week or next week. And I said, I enjoy it. I'm not trying to get out of anything. I wanted help because I knew mental health is a big part of my issue of drinking. And since I've been